I was at the store the other day and I saw the most delicious looking strawberries, so I had to have them. A very near and dear family friend in Arizona sent over some lemons fresh from the tree, so I have to use them. Thank you, Angela. So today I want to make strawberry lemon muffins. I'm using my dad's blueberry muffin recipe. I'm just gonna swap out the fruit. I did film a video with him making those a while ago, and it's one of my favorite videos to watch back. I will link it down below if you want to go check it out. Show him some love. That's my dad. I'll make sure to write the recipe down below in the description. They're very easy, very delicious. Our go-to is usually using our large muffin tins, but for today's purposes, I'm using my regular size muffin tin because I think I'm gonna throw some in the freezer. My oven is preheating to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and we can get started. In my bowl here, I've got some all-purpose flour, baking powder, pinch of salt, just some white sugar, and a little bit of some cinnamon powder. I should be sifting these ingredients, but I'm gonna use a whisk and it does just as well. Separate container, I've got my milk. I like to use whole milk, a little bit of vanilla extract, some eggs. Whoop. Whisk these up. Oh, you know what I almost forgot to do, and it would have been disastrous, is add my butter. Oh my goodness, please hold. Into the dry goes some cold cubed butter. A lot of cold cubed butter. It's okay, these muffins have fruit in them. You can either grab a pastry cutter or just like kind of squish it all in there with your hands, clean hands. And you want to get this butter to about the size of like little peas. If your hands are always kind of warm like mine, it's probably better to use a pastry cutter because I want this butter to stay cold, but now I can't be bothered. So I'm just gonna do it real quick. Okay, now we're back on track. Got my lemons here. I'm gonna start with one and see where we get, but I'm just going to zest it all in here. I think one should be good, just enough to get the flavor throughout. Now my wet goes into my dry. And you want to just slowly incorporate things, just fold everything in. And if you need a little more liquid, don't be afraid to use it. The consistency you're going for in this batter is very cakey, so it's a thick batter. And of course, be careful not to overwork the batter, but this is a little too thick. I think a little baby bit more milk, we should be good. Perfect, just like that. It's like a big gloopy mess. Now for my straws, I'll start with that much and then see if I want more. You're gonna carefully fold these in. Looks good to me. Got my muffin tins. I have lined them this time, but really just give them a good spray, you should be fine, but I wanted to keep them in liners. I've got my 2 tablespoon little cookie scoop here, and I'm just gonna go to town. Got all my little muffins, and I'm going to just top with a little sugar. And of course, what kind of concoction would it be from me if it didn't have a little flaky salt on top? This is where I struggle with this recipe because my dad never really times these things, and also we usually make the huge muffins, so this is going into my oven. Ideally, he would always say the inside temperature has to be 200 degrees, then it's done. But my thermometer is broken, so I'm gonna do a toothpick test. I'm gonna check these at 10-15 minutes, see where I'm at, and then go from there. But I'll let you know how long these are in my oven for. These are all done. They are looking good, nice and brown on the top. They smell delicious. These were in my oven for about 22 minutes. I probably could have taken them out at 20, but it is what it is. These are now done. My little toothpick came out clean and we're good. I don't like to let these cool too much before I dig into them because I love fresh out of the oven muffins, but I do want to get a little air in there, so I'm gonna tilt them a bit. I have chosen my muffin. Still piping hot, but that's okay. going to undress it. Hot. Split it in half. Yum. Nice and fluffy inside. Strawberries throughout. Put some butter on here. These are so good. I love this recipe. I feel like it's different than other muffin recipes. It is on the less sweet side, so whatever you put for fruit in there will really sweeten it up. I feel like I could have used more lemon, but next time. I love playing with this muffin recipe. Next, I feel like I want to make some cranberry orange muffins because those are my absolute favorite. I hope you make these. They're so delicious. Enjoy.